Well, good morning, my dear survivor, and welcome to the Post-Thanksgiving Human Reboot Manual, your official guide to rejoining society after a long weekend of becoming a gravy-based life form. If you're hearing this, congratulations. You made it through a holiday so intense, your soul is basically running on emergency power. Let us begin your restoration protocol. Step 1. Acquire coffee. Don't merely drink it. Acquire it, as if you're securing an ancient artifact. Your body will not function until this ritual is complete. Consider coffee your new personality. Step 2. Test motor functions. Attempt walking a straight line. If you drift sideways or wobble like a supermarket cart with a broken wheel, don't be alarmed. After 3 days of horizontal living and sweatpants as formal wear, your body needs a minute. Please stand by. And finally, step 3, social reintegration and communication. Open your mouth. If all that comes out is a weak, defeated grunt, excellent. Today, grunting is a federally accepted language that protects us all after a weekend filled with a kind of turbulence normally found on discount airlines. And with that, your reboot sequence is complete. You may now begin operating effectively, despite experiencing what scientists officially refer to as mashed potato brain. Thank you for following the Post-Thanksgiving Human Reboot Manual. And welcome back to humanity. Sort of.
Cyber Monday, the day when online shopping sites offer some big discounts.
Shoppers nationwide are logging on and loading up their online carts with Cyber Monday deals.
It's a lot easier to just shop online.
Let the sales begin!
Let the sales begin. Yeah, well, if you're not already broke after this weekend, you probably didn't do any shopping. Maybe you get the bills paid. Good morning, Dennis. Happy Monday. I'm wearing my new Urge hoodie that I bought at the show Friday night. And the Urge is playing right now. It's the theme song for me telling you about the Urge show Friday night. So yeah, we rocked. We got our faces melted in a most Jennifer way. Okay, perfect. Sweet. So anyway, the Urge rocked. Annihilate rocked. Annihilate is so unique band. So to say they rocked is just a piece of what they did. They rocked, they skanked, they bebopped, they did it all. Good morning, Sir Gannon. Good morning, Dr. McGowan, Esquire. Make sure a doctor and a lawyer. Anyway, the Urge show was good. I bought this hoodie, and I showed everybody when we got back from the merch booth before the show even started. And Kevin goes, "Oh, no, he's wearing Monday morning." You're not wrong, Kevin Ritter. You're not wrong. So, yeah. It's kind of like a Budweiser logo knockoff, but it says I'm going to the liquor store down here. And it's actually, the more you read it, the more detailed you get. Down here on the bottom it says contents, 40 fluid ounces of flavor, 40 ounces. Rock and roll brewed in St. Louis, Missouri. Up here, the first verse to go into the liquor store right there. Open all night. Chilling in the van, yeah, feeling on the girlies. And I can't play that one on air. But it was a good show. We had much rockins. We enjoyed the rockins. I'm going to turn that back down before Facebook bans me because somebody says Sony owns that or somebody. Good morning, Fred. And a happy Monday to you. I got my strings back in. Let me pull these out now. It bothered me earlier when I saw it on the camera. But it bothers me more having it inside my shirt. I guess that's a little obsessive for me. But, yeah, good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to December. Holy schnikes, it is December. And as I put in the description for this one, not a lot of shows left before we wrap up the year, before we wrap up season 6. Changes are coming. Change is going to come. But I don't know what yet. But there will be some. And, they'll maybe be substantial. Who knows? Maybe I'll get it all embezzled in Swarovski diamond or crystals, perhaps. But I was doing the math last night, as I like to do every once in a while, just counting up how many shows we've done this season. This is show 118 for season 6. So this is, of this year, this calendar year, this is the 118th show. We'll get to 120 at least. 12:10 probably won't have a show next week Wednesday because we have our Toys for Tots remotes, and that's a live at Schnucks morning. So good morning, Jeff. Hey, Kevin wasn't wrong. I know what he's going to be wearing Monday morning. Jeff was there. He got rocked. We got rocked. And I'm playing Urge right now. I'm playing Violent Opposition on Real Rock. Listen to those horns. Why, is that Matt Kwiatkowski and Bill Ryder? And let me think. And Todd Painter back on this one, because this was back in those days when Todd was still in the band. We all knew it. Yeah. I was actually going to wear the new T-shirt for the one they had for the show, like the anniversary shirt. And I put it on this morning, and, man, it stinks. It smells like, oddly enough, pickles. But it smells kind of like that new shirt, Chemical Funk. I just couldn't do that, so I got to get it watched. Do I get more money if we watch on YouTube? I have no clue, John. I don't have any clue what the monetization on YouTube is like. That's something I got to figure out, too. I got to redirect some efforts. Not because I want to get paid, just because I want to. YouTube, like, nobody watches the morning show on YouTube. And really, to be fair, I did YouTube because Dennis got kicked off Facebook, and that was one way that worked. But I don't know. The Twitch monetization might still be a thing. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to it, but I feel like I should. You know, if you put in the effort, you put in the work. Might as well make a little bank for it. And, you know, I make a little tiny nugget here off of Facebook. Occasionally a little bit more, occasionally a little bit less. Kind of depends on, it's odd because the Facebook Lives, honestly, other than the stars that you guys dump in, which is awesome, the Facebook Lives don't give me any monetization. My live videos, no monetization. Posts, yeah. I post a picture of something, talk it up, and that gets organic traffic, and then I get some kickback off of that, apparently. But the Facebook Lives, nah. No idea why not. There's no monetization attached to these through Facebook other than the stars. So, to be fair, get that seventh. So anyway, I digress. Adding up the shows, today's 118. So total, since I started doing Facebook Lives for Iceburg in the morning shenanigans, that is, today makes the 709th show. 709 shows. Suck that, Cody Henry. Anyway, it's the 709th show, so congratulations. And if you've been along for that ride, thank you for tolerating so much of this for so very, very long. And a happy 2025 to you. You earned about, 50 cents a stream on TikTok. Yeah, every once in a while I'll get a little TikTok change, but then TikTok says that my monetization is not set up right or something. I mean, it is set up right, but me getting paid isn't set up right. I don't know. This is the thing. Like, none of us, I don't think, ever did this with intentions of this will be a source of income, right? This was just this will be a source of connecting with people and hopefully with some friends and have some friends and not get trolled by douchebags and, have some fun. Stress relief. So, ta-da! That's all I care about. And that's what we got, and that makes me happy. In your face, Cody Henry! Speaking of Cody Henry, he played a hell of a show. That was a treat. Saturday night, and we got home, and Saturday evening I settled down just in time to see Sean Kanan's Voodoo Players take on the stage at Del Mar Hall and just rip and roar it through the whole night. And it was so nice. And they live stream it in HD, and I sat there with my bourbon, and I watched the show, and I clapped along, and yes, Lord, yes. So thanks for the live stream. Hey, we put Cody Henry here, and like a Sarah McLachlan song starts playing. I will remember you. I need a Cody Henry floating head. Like my Jake face, I need a Cody Henry face. I'll get one. I'll see him in a couple of weeks at Christmas stuff. To that end, so 709 shows. We won't have a show Wednesday the 10th. And I'm guessing the last show for the season will probably be Monday the 22nd. If I do show Monday the 22nd, because that's the Monday after Funky Butt Weekend, and I will be worn TF out, probably. But it's also, I'm not going to do a show on Christmas Eve. I'm not going to be here, probably. I don't know. That's all the way down there. By the way, not my traditional drip coffee this morning. No, sir. I felt bougie for this Monday. Peppermint mocha latte. Darren. I know, but I did the sugar-free mocha. Is the peppermint sugar-free? Shut up, conscience. It is Cyber Monday today. Are you savings? Are you even watching me right now? Or are you trolling Amazon or some shit to try to get your goodies? Well, go save some money. That's hooray for sales. Right? I mean, we all, the materialism of Christmas. Blah, blah. I like to give people gifts. It's one of my fun things. It's kind of a love language for a lot of people. So this is a good time of year for people with that love language. So support it and buy stuff on sale. Yeah, Greg, you're almost up at enough for a Sunday paper. It's Cyber Monday. It's World AIDS Day. It is National Grinch Day. Hooray for Grinches. National Pie Day. We're going to celebrate that later. I got a list of 10 B-side pies. I got to hustle, too. We're already 12 minutes into this show, and I ain't said anything of substance so far. Hooray for that. We got birthdays coming up. Let's go ahead and get this happy birthday up here. You need something to distract you from my bald head. Also, not freshly shorn. Not looking that good. Got a little shadow. Got a little, what's this little red guy up here? You never know. I do, actually, because I went to a dermatologist. If you have weird spots on your skin, go see a dermatologist. You don't want to have skin cancer. You bald head. It is some good bougie shit, though. You're right, Fred. It is tasty. And I thought, you know what? It's been a year-ish since I'd had anything other than my drip coffee with my little sugar-free mocha skeet in it. So I'll flip it up. Winter menu drops today at the Groundabout. So that's why today's TIQ will be sponsored by the Groundabout. But first, it's National Pie Day. We're going to divulge some goodies later, some B-side pies, some pies that are really good that you may have never had, never even thought of. And you'll be like, I got to go find that recipe. And then you will, and you'll make a pie. It's Eat a Red Apple Day. What if it's not completely red, Darren? Don't overjudge the apple. Just eat it. It's good for you. No, like the HIV, the HIV. World AIDS Day in all caps. So, yeah. It is National Christmas Lights Day. It's December 1st. It's okay now. You go. Put your lights out. I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but I bought a cucumber trellis last year to grow cucumbers on. Successfully did that. Now the cucumbers are long dead. And I think, that trellis, it's about 6 feet tall, about 7 feet wide, and it's just a grate, right? Great idea, Darren. Use some Christmas light stuff in there. Maybe the pot holders for the cucumber pots. Maybe I put little elf butts in there or something. It's too cold, though, to mess with all that jazz. Alicia may be snuggling with the boobas this morning. All nuzzled and snuggled. Oh, my boy Blue was out to greet me this morning. My super fuzzy, fluffy outdoor buddy. I wish I could bring him in and just bury my face in his fur. He's so sweet. It's National Peppermint Bark Day also. So, in honor of that... And James Gandolfini Day. And if you're not celebrating James Gandolfini, you're probably not in Jersey. But Gregory, so you know, it's James Gandolfini Day. It is a state day recognized in New Jersey. All right, let's get this TIQ knocked out here. This one, I think, is going to go pretty quick. It's not a whole lot of substance to it. It's kind of a post-Thanksgiving vibe here. Let me get over here. Paste this in. 99% of people. Oh, let me paste it in Restream for the outside viewers that may be there. I wasn't paying attention to the Restream. Make sure there's nobody in absent channels. Okay, we're good. 9% of people say this is the holiday dish they're most likely to grab seconds of. What is it? What is it? What's your second's choice? You could pick someone to take out. Yeah. It's like The Purge, but only for Jersey. It is not a wall-mounted telephone. As delicious as those are, good effort. And hey, it's nice to see the comments showing up today for a Monday, so cheers to that. Turkey. No, but that's my first choice, John. My turkey was delicious, by the way. Quite proud of my smoking abilities. Stuffing is my number 2, Dennis. Not it. Good choice, boys. Good choice. Pie. I'm thankful for stuffing in pie. No, it is not pie. There it is. Dennis, I'm going to give you credit. Mashed potatoes. We'll do the St. Jude cowbell. Olé. And we'll roll your lucky, because the dice jumped out at me. We'll roll your lucky number, Dennis. It's mashed potatoes. And Dennis is a lucky number 8. You got a 6 and a deuce. But you got the branding on there, though. You got the Century Casino branding on there. So you're lucky number 8 today, Dennis. That's it. TIQ is done. Dennis got it. Yay for Dennis. Pew. Pyrotechnics. Creamed onions. Ugh. You know, you ever see those pranks that like parents pull on their kids? They make caramel apples, but they make them with an onion instead. It's terrible. Terrible parenting. Hilarious parenting. Terrible parenting, Darren. It's birthday time. Holy schnikes, do we got some birthdays. And we got some SDF birthdays, too. Okay? Check that out. Aria Dawn's birthday's today. Happy birthday to Aria Dawn. Hope you have a fantastic Monday birthday and celebrate it. I hope somebody sings you happy birthday. Matter of fact, let's do it right now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aria. Happy birthday to you. Ole. It is Toshiaki Takibana. Toshiaki. And if you guys have never seen Toshiaki and his son streaming here on Socially Distant Fest back in the day, and occasionally now and again, they still pop in. So talented. He mailed me the album all the way from Japan, and I love it. I have it. I'm happy about that. Toshiaki. Oh, Mr. Darren. I love his voice. He's such a good guy. Toshiaki, happy birthday. Hope you celebrate. Terry Fry Brown's birthday today. Happy birthday to Terry. A tip of the morning, Joe, to you. Whiskey. Your opinions, not your onions on immigration, but onions are the today's secret word, I think. It is Lee Montgomery's birthday. Lee is a rocker and one of my favorite people. Lee sees more shows in a year than most of us have seen in the last month. I mean, the last 6 months, the last 10 years. Lee sees a lot of damn shows, and he's the king of the picture. He gets the good photo ops. I bet Lee could publish a coffee table book of just photos with Lee and famous people. But he's sincerely a good guy, and wish you the best birthday ever, Lee. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Cody Walker. Not Cody Runner. Cody Walker. It's his birthday. Oh, and it was to die for, Fred. Happy birthday to you. It's James Gandolfini Day, too. Happy birthday to Sarah Crook. She is a crook. Happy birthday, Sarah. Happy birthday to Chris Wisman. Chris is a funny dude. Chris and I were in school together. He was a year older than me in school, I think. Happy birthday, Chris. Happy birthday to Andrew Vernon, a symphonian. Another one of them short symphonians that we used to pick on and throw around the band rooms. Violence, and turbulence. Just kidding. Happy birthday, Andy. Andrew DeField. Happy birthday to Andrew. That's to double down on the Andrew birthdays. To Vernon and DeField. Where are the Andrews? De Vernon and DeField. Ho ho! Wes Pope, birthday today. Jedi Master Wes Pope. Hope you have a fantastic birthday, sir. And Kareem Bakhtar, not a doctor, but plays one on TV. Happy birthday, Kareem. Hope you have a good day, sir. Hey, what'd you get him for his birthday? I got him a Sicilian necktie. Whoa! Hey, it's also Steve Irwin's son. birthday today. Robert Irwin is 22. Devilishly handsome, dancing his tail off. Is he still on Dancing with the Stars? Like, I foresee him winning this. Robert Irwin's, just like his dad's, one of my favorite people. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to actress Zoe Kravitz. Zoe is 37 today. Sarah Silverman, celebrating 55 today. Fine wine, Sarah Silverman. Maybe a little bit of mold, but you can flick that off and then go right back into it. So happy birthday, Sarah Silverman. Speaking of comedians, got a Facebook Live coming around 10:50 today with a couple of funny guys. So don't miss that. Catch the details on my Facebook page. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, you know who's 80 today? She's saying it must have been cold there in my shadow. Bette Midler, 80 today. I love Bette Midler. Hooray for Bette Midler. The guy who, did I do that? No, that was wrong Steve. Wrong Steve. I saw Richard Pryor would have been 85 today, but he did. Speaking of funny guys, I got a Facebook Live coming about 10:50 this morning. Tune in for that. Well, we may make Richard Pryor jokes. We may not make Richard Pryor jokes. I don't know. It may get a little off color if we do. So that's Richard Pryor. Happy birthday to Bette Midler, though. You're a saint. You guys ever seen the movie For the Boys? You familiar with that movie? If you are unfamiliar with For the Boys, you need to go watch For the Boys. First off, one of the best movie soundtracks of the 90s. Even though it's not 90s music, it's still a friggin' amazing soundtrack. Such a good movie. Today in history, on this date in 1885, Dr. Pepper was first served in Waco, Texas, home of Dr. Pepper. Yum-a-dum-dum. Who likes Dr. Pepper? I'm a pepper. He's a pepper. She's a pepper. Wouldn't you want to be a pepper too? Pepper 3? 1891. James Naismith nailed 2 peach baskets on opposite ends of the Spring College Gymnasium in Massachusetts. Told his students, take the soccer balls and throw them into the baskets. Guess what? Basketball. That was the birth of basketball on this date in 1891. James was a creative PE teacher and gave us basketball. And now basketball is pretty popular, played in big cities in the United States. Some of the players make money from it. They have the National Basketball League now. The old Richard Pryor movies were definitely funny. Hear No Evil, See No Evil. I've not watched in a long time, but I mean, you know, you got Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor together. Silver Streak, all those were good. 1897. Grape Nuts cereal went on sale for the very first time. Somebody in 1897 said, you know, cereals are getting way too much fun. I heard there's something called cornflakes that's been invented. Let's give them gravel and say it's fiber and make it good. Good morning, Dave Willingham. How are you? If you shake the pepper too much, you'll go blind. Yeah, or your palms get hairy. Hey, bingo was invented on this date in 1929. Bingo! Now we play Singo. We've innovated. Let's see, what else? 1953 on this date, Playboy magazine was launched. Hugh Hefner. First issue, who was the centerfold? You know it. Marilyn Monroe. 2 years later, 1955, we know who Rosa Parks is, right? She said, hell no, hush that fuss. I'm not moving to the back of the bus, right? Rosa Parks, a big milestone in the civil rights movement. It was on this date in 1955 when that happened, when she, a black seamstress, defied the law. Said, I'm not going to give up my seat to this white asshole in Montgomery, Alabama. No, I am not. She was arrested, sparked a year-long boycott of the buses by the black community. Good morning, Dave. Dave, were you in the Christmas Parade of Lights last night? It was my first year not driving anything in it. I had no vested interest in it. I just got to sit and watch with my son and my wife, and it was nice. Got some candy. 1981, and as I mentioned earlier, it's World AIDS Day. It was on this date in 81 that the AIDS virus was officially recognized. So it was AIDS birthday, as macabre as that is, that's what it is. And in 1989, Christmas Vacation was released in theaters. The world was never the same. Oh, Sparky. It was a good one. 1990, the number one hit in the land, Whitney Houston. I'm your baby tonight. Do-do-do-do-do-do. You got the tickle do but the button didn't do do. I don't know the words, but it was a good song. And on this date in 1997, and I mention this because if you're a musician and you're a wind player, brass, woodwind, otherwise, and you're familiar with circular breathing and you've tried it, you know it's difficult. It takes a long time to master circular breathing. Kenny G and his beautiful curls mastered circular breathing. And it was on this date in 1997 that using the technique, circular breathing, Kenny G sets the world's record for the longest note played continuously on a wind instrument. He held this note for 45 minutes and 47 seconds. It's a long time. I mean, obviously way past whatever the previous record was, I'm sure. And Kenny was like, I want to do this until my chops just hurt. Oh, one note for 45 minutes. But circular breathing is difficult. Yeah, I can't remember, Gregory. You were on the sidelines eating your kids' candy this year? Yeah, amen. You know, my son and his friend discovered that despite the kids with the bags that were, strong-arming folks, they made use of the blanket they had on their legs, and when somebody come by, they just pop tent, and it almost enticed them to target to see what they could catch in the chute, right? It worked. They caught quite a bit. Did not even have to relinquish their chairs to get their candy. Oh, smart guys. Yeah, I just saw people I knew, and they gave me good stuff. Don't need the candy, though, right? And that's the thing, like, we don't eat a ton of candy. So that'll pace us through the rest of Christmas year. We'll melt it all down and make gifts out of it. Oh, my goodness. We do have some weather coming, and there would be no one more appropriate to give such information to us than the one, the only Stone Richards, Weather Lord. Happy Monday. How was your Thanksgiving? Small talk, small talk. Small talk, we're moving on. It's 7:58. What time is it? Ooh, is that going to go? No, we're going to do this. I don't want it to get into, there we go. I hate when a long song starts with like 30, 40 seconds till the top of the hour. This one would be like a minute to the top of the hour, but then we'd go 4 minutes over into the beginning of the next hour. The legal ID plays weird, and it's just all like, no, I'll fix it. Anyway, a long December, and it's easy to believe maybe Stone Richards' forecast will be better than the last. No, it won't. But we are looking at some wintry mix coming in today. Really, for the most part today, it's just going to be mostly cloudy. It's going to be a high of like 35. It's going to be cold. A little bit of a wind chill. Right now, it's a wind chill. It's 26, but feels like 18. Well, that's fucking cold. So bundle up as you head out this morning. As you get into this evening, though, we do have a chance of snow, 30% chance of snow, wintry mix. Up here in the Cape Girardeau area, not so bad. You get down in the Boot Heel, you're going to see some more likely ice, things like that. Moving in maybe about 8 o'clock this evening. So it's a later in the evening type thing. So don't freak out today. Don't piss people off. But tonight, 80% chance of precip moving in. Could cause some slick spots, so don't joke around with it, all right? Buster, wear your seatbelt, you sons of bitches. Low tonight at 24. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 34. Light winds, 5 to 7 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny, high near 40. That's the warmest day this week. Seriously, Darren? Yes, I'm seriously. 22 tomorrow night. Wednesday night, 23, mostly cloudy. Thursday, partly sunny, high of 31. Chance of snow showers Thursday night into Friday. And then Friday, maybe changing over to rain, mostly cloudy. Why is it going to be balmy? No, a high near 36 on Friday. Friday night, slight chance of showers before midnight, mostly cloudy, low around 26. And then Saturday, partly sunny, high of 42. Sunday, partly sunny, high of 41. It's December. It's cold. And that's your weather forecast. Stone Richards, Weather Lord. Lourde. Yeah, you guys are like this system that's cutting through the bottom, and then there's one cutting through the top. Them shits are supposed to come together somewhere like, I don't know, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and then blow up to y'all. That's the rumor. But again, it's Monday, right? This stuff changes every day. But there is a winter weather advisory basically once you get south of Scott County on 55 for this evening. All right? Now you know. And knowing is half the battle, which proves that Kenny G blows, yes. Yeah, Kenny G's, he was a vibe. Kenny G's an immensely talented musician. And he did, he kind of earned points doing some good tongue-in-cheek, making fun of himself a little bit. Kenny G seems like a pretty down-to-earth dude. You do not know Kenny G. Ugh, Stone. Richards, Weather Lord. Brekkie Bits, let's go. We're starting America First pricing at our country's national parks. This is part of a whole thing. America's First pricing. Here it is. Starting January 1st, 2026, next year. January 1st, 1 month from today. Quote, non-residents without an annual pass will pay a $100 per person fee to enter 11 of the most visited national parks, in addition to the standard entrance fee. So apparently you need to get an annual pass if you go to the national parks now. A $100 per person fee is a lot of fucking money to go to the national parks. Hey, you want to go visit Yellowstone with the fam? Yeah, let's take the kids too. Oh, well, let me go take out a payday loan so we can go to the national parks. But that's news. America First. Well, good for us. As an American, do I get to still go to my national park for the regular rate? I don't know. This is all madness. This is madness. Damn it, madness. I'm going to go to the Trail of Tears State Park, and I dare you to try to charge me an entrance fee, you sons of bitches. How are they planning on enforcing this anyway? He got half the freaking park rangers fired. Anyway, that's your poopy news. In font news, Helvetica, I got some font news. In font news, serif, which is a typeface for fonts. Let me see if I have one handy. Well, the St. Jude Bell's got some serifs. Okay. Let me see if I can get it up here where you can see the logo. Okay, see the typing? There you go. A serif, small lines, little decorative wings on the letters, right? Like the little tips on the T's and those kind of things. Serifs have made a comeback. Hot damn, Comic Sans has died a pale, cold death. Anyway, start looking around. You're going to see some Baskervilles. You're going to see some editorial new everywhere. Ads for New Balance sneakers. Protein bar packaging. White House websites. Serifs making a comeback. And I like it. I like serifs. I feel like those are a little more formality to my typeface. That's for the font geeks. Danny Segrin is a Jim Henson puppeteer. He played Big Bird on Sesame Street. He was also TV's first live-action Spider-Man. Danny Segrin has passed away at the age of 81. Oh, in case you missed this as we dug in on our festive holiday meals, and I'm not going to boycott a soup brand for this, but the Campbell's Soup Company has fired one of their own executives. The executive called soup, quote, highly processed food for poor people, end quote. Good. Okay, so highly processed food for poor people. I'm poor and made green bean casserole with your cream of mushroom. Is it sinful, cream of mushroom? I use your beefy mushroom in my kettle beef. Am I making poor kettle beef with my choice ass beef? That executive, obviously a turd, and has been summarily sacked. And maybe they'll sack the people who sacked that person and bring back the Depression-era love that Campbell's Soup gave us to begin with. Hooray for poor people. And if you want to boycott Campbell's, go for it. I don't know who else you go to. Progresso? Generico? You go, though. Last but not least, and I say this with a heavy heart because I am not a fan of the AI music art. The occasional graphic is same to me as farting around in Photoshop. But music. Well, Carol did the majority, Dennis. This was just one of the roles he did as a puppeteer. Like, I guess Carol was on vacation. He filled in. So he did. And he may have filled in or he may have done it pre-Carol. I'm not sure. I can't remember if Carol was there from inception or not. Live action Spider-Man. Okay, cool. Okay, anyway. Solomon Ray is topping the Christian music charts these days with a new album, A Soulful Christmas. However, the problem is he has no soul. Solomon Ray is not real. It is 100% entirely AI. So please, boycott Solomon Ray Christmas album. Whatever it is, don't listen to it. It is soulless. It is the antithesis of Christian music. It's music. It's an instrument. That's what people will argue, right? But I got to hard know this. There she is. Good morning, Aria, and a happy birthday to you. Happy Monday birthday to you. I hope you are celebrated today. I hope, something magical happens, like a snowflake lands on the tip of your nose at just the right time, you know? Or like your favorite song comes on the radio. Unintended perfection. That's what you need for a birthday. All right. I know there was a Spider-Man before the Electric Company Spider-Man. Like, I guess they had a Spider-Man show. Like, they tried to do Batman. Nope. Probably got canceled quick. I don't know. I'd have to go back and dig that one a little more to find out. Nothing but a car thief must be stopped. You are welcome. I really do. I hope you have a fantastic birthday. You know, we had a couple SDF birthdays. Toshiaki's birthday is today as well. Tochibana. Toshiaki. Hello, my friends. The banjo-picking Toshiaki. Talented dude. All right, so we're going to talk about the most stolen cars in every state. Here in Missouri, the most stolen car in Missouri, and this is across 2024. So this is the entirety of last year's stolen cars. There you go. Last year's stolen cars. In Missouri, and this is the majority of the United States, the Hyundai Elantra is the most stolen car. Like, to me, if I'm going to steal a car, I'd want to steal something that, I don't know, would get me somewhere. A Hyundai Elantra. But apparently they're easy to steal. They top the list on Maryland, Washington, Ohio, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Florida, Missouri, Georgia, Colorado, Nevada, Arizona, Minnesota, D.C., Connecticut, Virginia, Wisconsin, Indiana, Louisiana, Kansas, Nebraska, Massachusetts, and Delaware. 21 of 25 states, the Hyundai Elantra takes the top spot. Woo! So if I didn't list your state there, some of the top ones stolen around the country. Let's see. These are not by state. These are by cars. In Jersey, the Honda Accord still staying strong. And it actually shows the number stolen in each state. Like in Missouri, there was 1,074 Hyundai Elantras stolen. Kentucky has Hyundai Sonatas. The Sonata is the stealing of choice. But it's interesting because it's mostly foreign cars. A GMC Savannah, New Hampshire, had 19 stolen. Nobody steals cars in New Hampshire, apparently. 19 cars were stolen, and that was the most stolen car in New Hampshire. Shit, you want to feel secure? Move to New Hampshire, apparently. That's neat. What about the good old Ford F-150? It is the most stolen vehicle in Mississippi, 172 of them. Same in South Dakota, Montana, West Virginia, Idaho, and Wyoming. You know what it is? It's those damned cattle rustlers. Now they're moving into trucks. Let's see. What else? The Chevy Silverado 1500 is the most stolen in Texas. And get this, and California. If you own a Chevy Silverado 1500 in Texas or California, I bet your shit's been stolen. In Texas, 6,453 stolen last year. In California, 6,248 stolen last year. Out of all of the list of these cars in any state, those are 4 to 5 times as many of any other model that was stolen in any other state. The next, let's see, what did I say? 6,453, 6,248. The next one down on the list would be the Hyundai Elantras in Maryland at 1,966. So the most stolen cars across the board is California and Texas. Wow. Y'all got to control your business. So don't own a vehicle if you live in California or Texas because it gets stolen. What about New York? What's the most stolen vehicle in New York? I don't remember saying New York. The Honda CR-V. That's New York's most stolen, with a patriotic 1,776 stolen vehicles last year. So there you go. Isn't that neat? I don't know. I just felt like I kind of wanted to slap that in this morning. I was a lot of friends here lately have been posting Ring cameras, and just on your Ring neighborhood of people testing locks. So here locally, guys, and this has been kind of all year, make sure you're locking up your vehicles. Make sure that they're, do the 9 o'clock check. Something that when I did my Cop Rock segment, we used to talk about. But the 9 o'clock check, 9 p.m. before you go to bed, make sure your vehicle's locked. And when the last time you get out of your vehicle, make sure you take anything out of there of value. Don't leave your gun in your car. Trust me, take your gun in the house and then put it back in the car when you need it in the car. But don't leave it in the car. Stolen gun's a pain in the ass. Lock your car. Lock your doors. Secure your vehicle. And you won't have to worry about some moron in a hoodie on your Ring camera trying to steal your shit. Now, if they break a window, and sometimes you can't prevent that. But most of the car's theft and most of the cars being pilfered through is because they left the damn doors unlocked. So there you go. All right, most stolen cars, cha-cha-cha. It's weird news time. Let's get some weird news up. Let's stop the guy here. What? Weird news? You betcha, Al Buddy. That's Owl Bundy, by the way. I don't sell shoes. Shoes. Weird news. Just a few of them today, but, some quality highlights. We're going to go over to China for a couple, too. Because, it's Christmas shopping day, Cyber Monday. We're going to go to China. WJXT reports a Clay County, Florida DoorDash driver recently dropped boneless wings on the ground as they were making their delivery. What did they then do? They picked up the boneless wings, put them back in the box, and delivered the food. Yup, quality in every purchase. The incident was caught on camera, right? Big deal. Ring doorbell, caught your ass. So the customer called DoorDash. They issued a statement saying they were investigating the incident and had issued a warning to the dasher. Here's the thing. We're not DoorDashers. Like, if we get something, we just pick it up. It's a small town. And we're not, you want to DoorDash, go for it. But that's the level of trust you can put into it. And really, that'd be any delivery service. You have to have a little faith that you're going to get your food delivered the right way. But I've seen these terrible videos of like DoorDashers that they bust them on the camera, pull in the driveway, they're eating their food, and then they bring it to the door. Shit like that. Like DoorDash, do better. I don't know, screen better, something. I'll just not. Okay, let's see. Next, China. The Daily Star, a very reputable publication on the interwebs, I'm sure, has reported that a Chengdu, China man recently had a lighter removed from his stomach. Like flick your bick, a lighter. He swallowed it 30 years ago after a bet with friends, proving that the hold my beer and watch this guys do dumb shit thing is a worldwide phenomenon. So his friends bet him he couldn't swallow a lighter. Swallowed a fucking lighter. It's had it in his stomach for 30 years. Snow stars. Thank you, Gregory. Appreciate you very much. Well, he's had it in his tummy 30 years. Last month, he started suffering severe stomach pains. Gee, I wonder why. Went to the doctor. The doctors had to use a condom and forceps to extract the lighter from the man's stomach. 7-centimeter lighter, by the way. Still contained flammable liquid inside. Now, let's get the brand of that lighter. I don't know if it was a Bic or a Bixon or what, but that's a long time. 30 years to not destroy that man. That dude lucky. Neighbors got a gun and $5,000 taken out of an unlocked truck. Damn. Oh, John, that's rough. That's anyone can literally work for DoorDash. I would say you're probably right. I don't know what their standards are, but from some of the stuff you see is not super high. Do you have a driver's license? Sure, I have a driver's license. Ting. Now we're going from China back to China as the Times of India, the India Times. No. The Times of India. They reported this. Get it straight. A Chinese man recently divorced his wife after discovering that she had sent over $94,000 to a live streamer. She was watching a live stream, just like Gregory Vaughn sent some stars. Except she sent, over a period of time, $94,000. It was their savings. She basically sent the savings to the live streamer. The wife formed a parasocial bond with her streamer, made donations behind her husband's back. That's dirty pool, lady. Dirty pool, indeed. And she used up their savings in the process. The live streamer, I don't know who the live streamer was. Mr. Beast. I don't know. It wasn't Mr. Beast. The husband filed for divorce after learning about the drained account. I guess he went to the bank and went, "Holy shit, son!" Or however you say that in Chinese. The unemployed wife bonded with the live streamer during the day while her husband was at work. So, everyone should have a job. And then you won't have to worry about them cheating on with the live streamer. Almost $94K. Yeah. Can you imagine, though? I mean, like, you just tip a live streamer, that's good. You know, give them a little love. That's everybody, hopefully, across the board does that a little bit every now and then. But $94,000? The live streamer was a Nigerian prince, and she was just helping him get his fortune secured in the land of opportunity. China. I don't know. I do know this. It's National Pie Day. Oh, wait. Before we get into pies, I have one more weird news. A very dark, dystopian weird news. I save this one for last because it's a paragraph and not just a paragraph. But scientists have predicted what will wipe out mammals on this planet. Very advanced supercomputing, right? That's the way of the world now. We've got, oh God, my right ear is about to pop, you guys. The sinus allergy stuff, tis the season for all that, but it's like, right, oh, if I could just get it open up. Like you can force a yawn, sorry. But it won't. Damn it. I hate it when that happens. Advanced supercomputer models. Not a comet. I know. But advanced supercomputer models now predict the Earth will become uninhabitable for mammals in approximately 250 million years due to the formation of a vast supercontinent called Pangea Ultima. Sounds like an awesome car. Behold, the 2026 Pangea Ultima with leatherette interior and real Corinthian leather handbag. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be a mass extinction event, 250 million years. Now, something else may take us in the meantime. We could see Dennis the Comet fly it into us and that'd be that. Awesome, Aria. Well, you have a great birthday, and we appreciate you. Mass extinction, not an asteroid strike, a deadly triple whammy of geological and atmospheric shifts. So Tectonic plates. If you're familiar with basic geology, you know what tectonic plates are, right? That's kind of what our continents are floating around on. Tectonic plates are going to merge into a single landmass, going way back to when it originally was, right? Well, eventually the mud all slides back together. One big-ass landmass. This is going to cause frequent volcanic eruptions. That's going to release massive amounts of carbon dioxide that will be trapping heat, driving global temperatures to scorching levels. And this extreme heat, combined with a naturally brighter sun and the continentality effect, which basically produces severe weather far from the ocean. So because of big-ass continent, there's just going to be some bad severe weather in the middle of the continent. Continentality. It will overwhelm the mammalian ability to regulate our body temperature. So survivors of the heat would likely perish from subsequent sharp drops in temperature, creating a hostile cycle impossible to endure. Researchers from the University of Bristol stress that while this natural apocalypse is distant, 250 million years is a bit down the road, it does not diminish the urgency of the modern climate crisis caused by human emissions. They warn that dangerous heat patterns are already emerging today, as we have seen. And this requires, of course, this immediate action to get to that net zero emissions, protect the current populations long before the continents collide and seal the planet's fate. All right? Oh, for sure, Dennis. So much. We are all but dust in the wind, dude. So that's your last weird news. Now it's time to get into some pie shenanigans for National Pie Day. Let's get our National Pie Day graphic. Now, for those of you who say, no, Pie Day is March 14th. That is Pie Day, but this is specific to edible pie. There is no 314 involved in this. It is just pie. I'm thankful for stuffing and pie. Hey guys, you made some pie? So I'm going to tell you about some pies, and these may be pies you've heard of. These may be pies that you're like, oh, that's a family tradition for us, and nobody else has ever heard of it. You ever had pie like that? Surprise pie? B-side pie? That's what we're into. We're into some B-side pies. And if you got if there's a weird pie that your family always has every year that you guys make or something like that, throw it in the comments. I'd love to hear about your weird pies. Number one on this list is one, and a lot of these I'd never heard of. But number one is a mock apple pie. You ever heard of a mock apple pie? You make it with Ritz crackers instead of apples. It actually comes from the Depression era. This was a po' folk pie, the mock apple pie. This Depression era invention mimics the flavor and texture of apple pie with use of, sugar and cream of tartar and cinnamon. The mock apple pie. Respect my authority. Gooseberry pie. Oh, yes, Dennis. That's a good one for me. And I actually grew enough gooseberries that I could make my own pie. And I was so happy. I like gooseberries. That's what I grew up picking at my grandpa's house. I like to eat them raw, though. Just give me all them sours. Gooseberry pie, though, that's a tasty one. So that's mock apple pie. Number two, white potato pie. This is a Maryland staple, specialty, I guess. But it swaps sweet potatoes instead of sweet potato pie. It's white potato pie because it's white-ass folks in Maryland. It creates a creamy, subtle, sweet filling with a custard-like texture. White potato pie. Is it like mashed potatoes but just really runny? I don't know. Never had it. Had a chocolate lemon pie on Thanksgiving. I've done the chocolate orange. I'm kind of a fan of the smashed chocolate orange balls. You know what those are? But lemon chocolate. It's interesting. How was it? Was it good? Pumpkin and pecan pie. Got you to like pecans. They snuck them in on you, John. That's a good mashup. How about pickle pie? Yeah. You combine dill pickles, cream cheese, sour cream, and cheddar into a pie crust. It's basically like them little hard salami, little roll-up thingies, carousel wheel, pinwheels, whatever. It's like that. It's tasty. It's creamy. It's unlike anything most people have tried. I'd be down to try a pickle pie. And I would probably do some hard salami chopped up in it too. a little bit of savory in there, but pickle pie. If you're familiar with Landry's, this is probably one that's on your list, but different. It's a New Haven area staple. Okay, good to know. See, look at that. We're getting regional pies. That's my pie. Number 4, Landry's Vanilla Pecan Pie. It's a pecan pie without corn syrup or yolks, just egg whites, graham crackers, crumbs, sugar, and vanilla. It's light, it's nutty, it's very different from the traditional vanilla pecan pie. Landry's makes it. Will there be hats and cats? Will you see her in a box with a fox wearing socks? Number 5. Now, I've heard of rhubarb pie, but I am not familiar with a Saskatoon rhubarb pie. Are you? Saskatoon berries are native to Canada and the northern U.S., Saskatoon berries. And in this case, they are paired with rhubarb, which is a very tart pie. A colorful, sweet, tart pie. It's rustic. It's refreshing. It's Saskatoon rhubarb. Sounds pretty good. Here's one for all you white people, all of us. Cracker pie. I know, it sounds boring, right? Cracker pie. Well, is it saltines and milk? No. It's a chewy brownie-like dessert, actually, with meringue and nuts, and then Ritz or saltine crackers. Cracker, lacquer. Born from make-do recipes of the Great Depression era, as well as the one we had earlier, right? So, gotta love that Great Depression giving us good recipes like mock apple pie and now cracker pie. Let's see, crawfish pie. I've never had a crawfish pie. I like crawfish. You give me a pound of whole boil, I'm going to go to town. A little hot sauce, some butter, more better butter. Better be fresh crawfish, too. I don't want any roe up in that biatch. A Cajun classic filled with crawfish, celery, garlic, and peppers in a puff pastry. It's savory, it's rich, it's a showstopper for you Louisiana flavor lovers. I tell you what, I guarantee you're going to love that crawfish pie. Oh, Lord. Saskatoon. Yeah. Nope. Should have taken the left at Albuquerque. That's how I ended up in Saskatoon. Crawfish pie, though. Crawfish pastry. You know what it reminds me of? Is on Waterboy when he brought the frog pastries to the party. Remember that? Don't put that in the refrigerator. Number 8 on the list, a Brandy Alexander pie. This is inspired by the cocktail. It blends cognac and creme de cacao into a fluffy, boozy custard filling. Hold up. Boozy? Yeah. A sophisticated dessert with a retro vibe. There you go. Liquor pie. Fan of that. You've heard of carrot cake. How about carrot pie? Do you care at all? Of course you do. It's an old-fashioned alternative to pumpkin pie. Carrot pie has a similar spicy custard flavor, but uses carrots, so it's a lighter, kind of earthier twist. Carrot pie. I would imagine it'd take a shitload of carrots to make a carrot pie. I would try the carrot pie. I'm not going to lie. Brandy and Randy Alexander? Really? So she was a drink? You went to school with a drink. I did, and they kicked me out. And number 10, a flapper pie. Despite sounding like something from the flapper era, the Roaring 20s, it dates back to the 19th century. A nostalgic treat. A Canadian classic, the flapper pie features vanilla custard, graham cracker crust, and meringue topping. So there you go. Blackberry custard pie. Maybe that's a blackberry flapper. The band Warrant likes cherry pie. Yeah. Cool drink of water. What a sweet surprise. It's warm and fuzzy time. It's warm and fuzzy time. It's 8:30. Let's get that laser to talk about some stuff. It is time to look at some warm and fuzzies. Send you off with filled cockles for your first day of December. Hey, just a heads up, next week we'll be doing our Toys for Tots drive here locally, Wednesday, December 10th, Thursday, December 11th. That's coming up at Schnucks, the friendliest stores in town, alongside the Marine Corps League 1081 crew, sitting out there, getting angry, smoking stogies, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. both days. Come by, drop off your new unwrapped toys or batteries or cash or check donations, and you'll be helping kids have a Merry Christmas. If you don't do that, you're worse than a Grinch, because at least the Grinch came through in the end, right? If you do that, you're just a poopy pants. It went fast today, Dennis. It's amazing when the shit starts sliding, boy. Just anyway, so that's coming up. So as you're Christmas shopping and so forth, grab an extra toy and drop it off at a Toys for Tots location where they're taking the toys for donation, or do it locally. I know Toys for Tots is the national thing. Here locally, you can pop in just about any business around town and find one of those big white Toys for Tots donation boxes. You could drop a toy in there. You could drop a toy here at the radio station. We've got one set up. Or come by and see us next Wednesday or Thursday and drop it off there. Cha-cha-cha. How about that? So there's your good thing to think about. And as we enter this month, we talked last week about Thanksgiving and being thankful, and we reflect on that. Very thankful for you guys. It was sad to see that lost another old friend over the weekend. Jason Watson passed away after his long battle with cancer. And I'm telling you, it's just been a tough year. It's been a really tough year, and I'm glad that I've not had a tough year personally, as far as that goes. But the loss, man, is tough, and so just be thankful for what you got. Be thankful for that, and if you've got a little extra, then help somebody else have a little better. You know what I mean? Pass it on down the way. All right. Denver 7 says an Englewood, Colorado woman treated her backyard squirrels to a Thanksgiving feast. Hot dog. Boy, we fed them cats some shit. Boy, they got hooked up. Christina Ardolino spent 3 hours preparing special treats for her squirrel buddies. Mixed nuts, peanut butter, banana, and walnut pancakes, peanut butter, banana, and walnut quesadillas, banana slices tossed in a walnut crumble drizzled with peanut butter, a peanut butter-filled cone topped with pecan crumble, pecan pie, fruit, a layered peanut butter banana walnut cake frosted with frickin' peanut butter, topped with pecan crumbs and garnished with pecan dust. Holy shit, Ardolina is a wildlife photographer. So she was setting herself up for some serious success here, and it's awesome. She loves animals, want to make them feel special during the Thanksgiving season. Well, of course you do. Good for you. She believes that every living being deserves love. Put that on a t-shirt. Sell it on TikTok. Hey, it's Chris Martinez. Chris, miss you, buddy. I was thinking of you guys over the weekend. Alex... I was looking at some pictures, Alex and the boys and Katie, and they were all out doing their Christmas shenanigans and this and that. And, and the boys are just so big, and then you guys are just so big, and we're all growing up. But anyway, I hope you're doing well, man. Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Pecan dust, man. Squirrels out there on the picnic table just, hey, come at me, bro. So good for her. Thanksgiving for the squirrels, hooray. Oh, I'm going to jack this up. KPLC says the Calcasieu Parish, Louisiana, in Louisiana, the police are going viral in there because they're handing out turkeys instead of tickets in the holiday season. Officers are giving out the birds instead of citations for minor violations. You didn't use your signal. Here's a free turkey. Don't let this incentivize you to drive like an asshole in the Calcasieu Parish. But Sheriff Stitch Guillore says it's a way to give back, strengthen community relations. And I agree. So bravo. Calcasieu Parish. Calcasieu. All right. And our last warm and fuzzy. A nice little reunion story. The New York Post says... I'm going to screw this up, too, because this is a very African name. Queen Solara Khadija Tall, Queen from Atlanta, Georgia, found her long-lost father, Montaga Tall, on Facebook. After years of searching, a cousin connected them. They had a heartfelt phone call. Queen Khadija is overwhelmed with joy, is planning a trip to Guinea to meet her dad. Montaga says he prayed for this reunion every day. So obviously separated across continents, across borders, halfway around the world. And thanks to this community, she got connected to her dad. That's awesome. After 27 years. It's a cool story. That's a warm and fuzzy. And just in time for the holidays. I don't know if they personally celebrate the holidays, but gosh, I hope so because it makes the story feel better. Happy Monday. Have a great Monday. Again, around 10:50-ish, couple hours. We're going to have I'll have another Facebook Live over here. We're going to be talking funny because there's a comedy show coming up this Saturday night at Scout Hall. thescouthall.com for tickets and details. Comedy Underground. Ha ha ha. Come and laugh in person. I'm not performing. That's why I said come and laugh in person. Yeah, I'll see you guys Wednesday morning as we get closer to wrapping up season 6 and looking towards January in the future for all of this stuff. I'll keep you posted. Hey, look at that. I had a new follower, Sam MM55. I never catch that down there. I never really pay attention to that. Hey, you can't even read it probably on your phone. All right, well, where's the end screen? And go. Hey, look at there. All right. Be nice, humans. Happy birthday to all y'all with birthdays. Chris, thanks for popping in, man. Hope to see you again soon. See y'all Wednesday morning. The immortal words of Mickey Sharp.